to this flow today. This is an intermediate flow, so just come on down to your mat, have a seat, sit up nice and tall. And just begin to notice your breath here. So when we practice yoga, we always want to stay connected with that breath. Rest your palms here, face up on the knees, sit up nice and tall, and just start to notice the breath in and out of the nose. Notice the rise and fall of the chest, and try to keep your chest nice and tall, spine nice and long as you exhale. Soften the eyes, maybe you close them. Find a lot of length here with each inhale and just settle into that space with the exhale. Find some ways to soften here, whether it's in the ankles or the hips. You can always sit up on a block to support your spine here as well. Just take these few moments to connect to this space and this time that you've carved out for yourself, and try to let the mind just start to quiet down a little bit. Really begin to connect the breath with the body. Start some gentle movements here at the beginning of this practice. Make sure that you always remind yourself that you can take a little bit off at any point in time, and you can add on if you need to. You can come to child's pose or a completely restful pose for you whenever you need to. Blink the eyes open if they are closed, and let's bring the palms to rest face down on the knees now. So just spread the fingers wide. And start to move into the spine and the hips. So you can make these little circles as big or as little as you need to. Maybe the neck even gets involved a little bit as well. One more time that direction. Breathing in and out. And then just starting to do that in the opposite direction. Taking what feels good here. So we're not worried about how it looks. Just how it feels. That last one, rise back up through center, find a little stillness. Allow the left hand to walk out to the side. Take an inhale here. Right arm stretches up and over. Feel a side body stretch. Now you can bend into that left arm, roll that right shoulder back, and feel the right hip energy as you stretch laterally on that right side of the body. Stay here for one more breath. With your next inhale, let the right arm come down, walk it out, soften the elbow, and exhale, left arm stretches up and over. Really press down into that left hip, feel the stretch all along the left side. You can gaze up under that shoulder, but roll it back, keep the heart lifted, chest open. Find another inhale here, and stay there for your exhale. With the next inhale, bring both arms up through center, let the palms come to touch. Interlace the fingers, release the pointer, and as you exhale, just start to forward fold here. Let the fingers come all the way down to the mat. And then gently walk those hands back behind you. Lift up into the knees. So we'll stack the knees over the ankles here, or pretty close to them. You might walk your feet out a little more forward if that feels better. Lift the heart, lift the chest, and let your knees fall one side and the other. Just a gentle windshield wiper here with your breath, maybe 2 more times each way. And after that last one, come back through center, swing your legs back behind you, and let's make our way into tabletop pose. So as we come into tabletop, we want to spread our fingers really, really wide. Usually the index fingers will face forward, and we stack the shoulders right up over those wrists. Find the knees walking underneath the hips or very close to it. Take your cow and cat here. With an inhale, let the belly drop, let the gaze come forward, and as you exhale, press the belly away from the mat. Let your gaze go to the belly button or inner thighs. And find that 3 more times. Inhale, cow, and exhale, press for cat. Stretch the back body. Inhale, drop the belly, stretch the front, and exhale, stretch the back. Take that for the last one here, in and out. And gently bring everything back to neutral. So the head and neck is neutral, gaze right out in front of your fingers. Spine is nice and long here. Step the right foot to the back of the mat, tuck the toes, curl them under, and dial that right hip down. Now just take a few gentle rocks forward and back, stretching into that calf on the right leg. A couple more here. Next time when you rock forward, lift that right leg up. Keep the toes dialed down. Now start to bend into that right leg, heel to glute, and we'll take some fire hydrant circles here. Staying nice and strong in both arms, so making sure that left side doesn't collapse. Take it 3 more in this direction. Flex into that foot. Last one. And let's reverse that direction. Open it up, take it back and up and down. Keep your belly nice and tight here, so we're not sinking, arching into that low back. Last one. Release the right knee down to join the left. Let's step the left toes to the back of the mat. Dial that left hip down so we make sure we're not opening it. See if we can squeeze into that left glute. And then the gentle rock forward and back, keeping the belly nice and tight. So abs are engaged here. And last time as you rock forward, go ahead and float that left leg up. Bend into the left leg, keep a flex in the foot, and start to open up into that fire hydrant. So just drawing those circles, whichever direction you are going. Take it 2 more. And then just start to reverse that. Last 2 with the breath. Lower the left knee down to meet the right. Walk your hands forward about 1 hand print and send your hips up for downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here, upside down V. Make sure that the spine is nice and long so we feel the stretch now on the right and left side body. Ground down through the knuckles. Press into all the finger pads. Maybe take a little wiggling side to side, or that deep bend in one leg and that deep bend in the other, just alternating, stretching out those calves. Head and neck surrenders. With your next inhale, rise up to the toes, lift the heels, and exhale, press the heels down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, rise, take as much of a bend in the legs as you need. Exhale, lower. This time, rise up on the inhale and start to tiptoe to the top of the mat. Exhale. Take as many steps, as many breaths as you need. Bend into the legs when you arrive and separate your feet about 2 fist width, so about hip distance. Surrender and forward fold. On an inhale, halfway rise, flatten the back, maybe bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. Next inhale, root down, rise to stand, send your arms all the way up overhead. Lift the heart, lift the chest, and exhale, surrender to fold. Nice flat back. Plant your hands, step the right foot back. Left foot goes back big, inhale here. Exhale for chaturanga, so those knees can come down first, and we shift forward, letting that chest come in between our thumbs. Peel the heart up and back for cobra as we zip the legs up. Press into the tops of the feet and squeeze back body. Release everything down, inhale. Tuck the toes, exhale up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, and we'll take 2 more rounds of our sun salutations here. Inhale, coming up to the toes. Exhale, taking that walk to the top of the mat. When you arrive, flat back, halfway rise, breathe in. Shoulders draw back, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up to stand. Maybe take a cactus here. Gentle back bend. Exhale, straighten the spine. Pull the belly in, forward fold. Plant the hands, inhale, left foot goes back, right foot joins. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe you stop halfway this time. Roll into upward dog by coming to the tops of the feet, lifting the thighs, but we open the heart, whether it's cobra or up dog. Roll over those toes. Up and back, let it go. Down dog. Take an inhale, lift up to your toes. Exhale, put a bend in the legs, hop or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhale, root down. Rise to stand, send the arms overhead. Maybe you cactus here, nice and wide, capital T. Keep the arms anywhere that feels good. Inhale, rise, straighten. Exhale, fold. Bend the legs as much as you need to on those folds. Plant the hands, step or hop, plank pose. If you hop, soft elbows. The exhale takes you down and forward, chaturanga. Keep the body in a nice, strong, straight line for plank. Rise up to open the front, squeeze the back. Up dog or cobra. Rise up over the toes. Downward facing dog, breathe in. In and out of the nose. Let it go. Feel that little protraction in the shoulders. So think cat pose here in your upper back. On an inhale, rise up to your toes. Exhale, hop or walk, top of the mat. Find that forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, root down, rise up to stand. Exhaling breath, hands at the heart, or in mountain pose. Take a couple of breaths here. In this mountain pose, the feet are about hip distance. They can be right next to each other if you wish. Press the palms firmly together and let the forearms be parallel to the earth. Nice and engaged here in the glutes, in the belly, in the thighs. Everything is active. One leg mountain pose. Begin to bring that left knee up to hip height and bring those hands behind your head. Elbows splay wide, open up into the chest. Keep the belly nice and tight. With your next inhale, twist open to that left side, twisting from the waist. Exhale, come back to center. On this inhale, start to twist to the right. Hold that as you step, exhale, left foot back. So we're in that crescent lunge. Hands at the head for that twist. Rise the arms up through center, breathe in. Warrior two as you take that breath out. Settle into warrior two. Maybe those feet are nice and wide on your mat to take up space. Make sure you can root down through both of the feet. Arms are active, fingers engaged. Flip the front palm, breathe in. Reverse your warrior, rise tall, breathe out. Left arm can go behind you or nice and light down that back leg. Inhale, come back through warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Use that right elbow to press your body away from that thigh. Right fingers reach down, left fingers take the rise up. Maybe roll out that left wrist. Just circle it out a couple times, each direction. On an inhale, rise back up through warrior two. And exhale, cartwheel those hands down to frame the front foot. Come high on the ball of the left foot. Three-legged dog with the inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhaling breath, step the right foot through the hands. Turn your back toes for pyramid. So we plant that left foot flat, but we walk it in so we have just about 2 to 3 feet distance in between. You can use blocks here for your hands. You can wrap those hands around that right calf, but we surrender down. Feel the stretch in the right hamstring. Feel a subtle shift of that right hip as it draws back and the left hip presses forward. Maybe you rock to the heel on that right foot, flexing into the foot, lifting the toes. Take another breath in and let it go. Planting that right foot, walk the hands back forward, rebend into right leg, step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Right foot goes back to join high plank. This is an optional vinyasa flow, so take it forward, bend the arms, let the shoulders naturally retract there. Slide into your upward facing dog, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhaling breath, takes you up and back. Downward facing dog, move with control, move with that breath, be guided by it. My voice is just in the background, listen to the body. That's all we've got to do, put a bend in the legs, inhale. Hop or walk, top of the mat, find that exhale. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, belly is strong, rise up with that flat back. Take a gentle back bend here if you wish, press the hips forward, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten, hands at heart, mountain pose. Second side, feet are together or they're separated about that hip distance. Put all the weight into left foot. Draw right knee up to hip height. Strong and steady on that left side, strong and steady in the belly. Now inhale, start to bring the arms up, interlace fingers behind the head. Exhale, let the elbows splay wide. With an inhale from your waist, turn to the right side, find that twist. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, start to twist to the left. Hold that twist. Right foot goes back on the exhale. And we land high on the ball of that foot. Crescent lunge. Breathe here. Tighten the right glute. Start to come through center. Arms go up. Breathe in. Warrior two. Let the breath out. Now we've got that back foot at about a 90-degree bend, but be mindful of your front knees. You can always adjust that back leg to turn the toes a little more forward to the top right edge of your mat. Make sure this knee is following the toes. Inhale, flip the front palm, and exhale, reverse. Rise up through that warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to that thigh. Press everything open. Reach up. Maybe roll out that wrist. Timer two. Keep pressing through both feet. Inhale takes us up. Warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down to frame the front foot. Left foot goes up and back. Strong three-legged dog. Inhale, squeeze that left glute. Exhale, step it through in between the hands. Pyramid pose. Adjust your right foot. Stepping it in, turning the toes out, surrender. Root down through the left big toe. Maybe find that strength, that steadiness, and wrap your arms around your calf. Feel free to rock to that heel on that left side, flexing the toes to the face. We've got another breath. Take as much of a bend in that left leg as you need. We're just feeling for that hamstring stretch in the back of it. Start to lower the left toes if they're lifted. Walk the hands forward, rebend. Right foot takes the step all the way to the back of the mat. High plank pose. Pause in this high plank for just a moment. Take an inhaling breath here. Rock forward, high on the toes. And exhale, rock back. Find that one more time. Inhale, rock it forward. Keep pressing the chest away from the mat. And exhale, rock it back. Downward facing dog, hips up to the sky. Put a bend in your legs, hips to heels. Get a little leverage, get a little height. Hop it up, stack those shoulders over the hips as you go. Float it forward and find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, forward fold. With your next inhale, root down, rise to stand. Send those arms up overhead. Exhaling breath, hands to heart center. And we'll come back to that one leg mountain pose, putting all the weight into that right side. Left knee rises up. Send those arms up overhead on the inhale. Open up to the left side as you exhale, arms nice and long. Breathe in, lift up through center. Breathe out, take that stretch over to the other side, nice and long. Hold in that twist. Step your left foot back. High lunge, crescent lunge. Now we keep this twist here and turn our palms to face up. Make sure we pull back to start so the shoulders are over hips. Now begin to lean forward. Reach forward with that left arm. And then start to pull the body back. Feel the belly muscles here. 3 more times. Start to really reach forward. Keep your body open to the right side of the room. Last 2, take it forward. Bring it back. Last one forward. And back. Sweep your arms up on the inhale. Back through center and warrior 2 as we exhale. Start to walk that right foot over just a little bit so we align that right heel with about the middle of our back left foot. Arms are active, sink nice and low, squeeze the belly. Flip front palm, inhale. Reverse, grow tall, exhale. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale for that side angle, bring it down. Lift up. Inhale through warrior 2. And exhale, reverse it one more time. Inhale for warrior 2. Exhale for that side angle. This time you have the option for a bind. So you might drop that left arm back behind you for your right hip crease. You might reach that right arm underneath. Make sure if you take that clasp, we still roll that top left shoulder back. So stay in the supported side angle if you need this here, just like before. Maybe keep your gaze down if that's better for your neck. One more breath. We all release any bind we have. Rise back up, warrior 2. Straighten front leg and take the reverse this time. Now let's rebend. Cartwheel those hands down. Find 3-legged downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Begin to walk the hands back for that left leg. Standing split on your exhale. Keeping that right leg nice and lifted. Folding over that left leg, maybe you bring the left hand behind the calf, maybe the right hand comes to join. Find another breath here. Begin to keep the right leg lifted, but walk the hands back out. Settle back into 3-legged downward dog. Find the inhale here, right toes up to the sky. On the exhale, shift forward, step right foot through in between the hands. We come into closed twist in this runner's lunge. Deep bend in right leg, left leg strong and straight. Plant your left hand to the inside. Send your right arm up to the sky. Reach through those right fingers. Tighten into the left glute. Bring that right hand down on an inhale. Step right foot back, exhale, high plank. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg up to the sky, three-legged, breathe in. Breathe out, let's step the right foot through in between the hands, adjust the back foot again for our pyramid pose. Walk the left foot in, fold and surrender. Now you might want to block here for our revolved triangle. So we still have that nice short stride, and the block would come to the inside of that right foot. Planting that left hand there, start to send your right arm up. Revolve. Feel the stretch now on that right leg, coming up into the glute. Be rooted in that back left foot, nice and flat. Take another breath. And begin to release. Right hand to join the left. Slide your block out of the way if you used it. Step your left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, root down. Rise up to stand. Send your arms up overhead. Gentle back bend if you want it here. Lift the heart, lift the chest. And exhale, bring it all together, hands at heart. Pour all the weight into your left leg. One leg mountain, draw right knee up to chest. With your inhale, when you feel steady, arms go up overhead. Exhale, they open up to that right side first. Nice and long. Inhale up high through center. Exhale, open them to the left. Begin to allow those palms to float up, and we step the right foot back, landing in that crescent lunge. Pull back with the upper body, shoulders are over hips. Now start to lean forward. Reach that right arm out in front, inhale. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last two, lean. Back. Last one. Let's rise up through center. Inhale, arms are up. Exhale, warrior two. Settle that back foot. Adjust the front with what you need here. Take an inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle, open up the heart. One more time. Inhale, we rise. Take the reverse. Exhale, this time you might take a bind. Come into that side angle. Just remember to roll that right shoulder back. So if we bring that hand behind us, whether we clasp or not, we want to spin open that chest on the right side. Keep your gaze down if that's better for your neck. Take another breath here. And release any bind that you have. Come back up, warrior two, inhale. Straighten and reverse this time on your exhale. Nice and tall. Rebend into warrior two. Breathe in, cartwheel those hands down. Breathe out, come high to the ball of the back foot. Left foot goes back to join. High plank pose. Downward facing dog. Start to lift your left leg up to the sky. Standing split. Begin to walk the hands back. Fold over that right leg. Maybe wrap that right arm around the calf. Try to keep that left hip from opening here. Try to drop your head down and surrender. Find the connection, belly to the right back. Bending into that right leg as much as you need. And walking those hands back out. On an inhale, three-legged dog, left toes up. With your exhale, step it through in between the hands. Set up for your pyramid pose. Step your right foot up just a little bit, turning those toes out. And we'll eventually take that revolve triangle pose here. Right hand staying down, maybe to that block, adding in that twist. Oops. Left arm up to the sky. We skipped our closed twist on this side, so we're going to end with that right here now. Walk your right foot back nice and long. Deep bend into left leg. Plant your right hand down, and then left arm up. Taking that closed twist so we are even. Squeeze into that right glute. And releasing left hand down to the mat. Step your right foot up to join the left. And take a deep, deep bend in your legs. Let's settle down onto our bottom here for just a little bit of core work. So we'll alternate between some seated Russian twists and some seated knees to chest, all right, for the lower abs. So in this Russian twist, we bend into the legs, think like a supported boat pose. Keep the heels down on the mat, keep the arms right out in front of you. Now as we keep the hands and arms nice and straight, about eye level, let's keep them there and twist over to the left side. And come back to center and twist to the right. And keep those arms nice and lifted through center. We go slow and steady with the breath. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Keep those arms nice and straight, keep them nice and high, eye level. You should really feel that in those obliques, strong and steady. One more each way. Come back through center. Now, keeping the legs nice and straight for this one. Send your legs nice and long. Bring your hands back behind you. Let the fingers turn all the way around or let them face out to the side. Bending into your legs just slightly. Start to lean back a little bit more. Soften into your elbows and draw those knees into the chest. So they can come in all the way or they can bend just a little bit. We release back out as far as we feel comfortable and come back in. So maybe you stay here, maybe you stay out here, whatever works best for you. Maybe you come all the way in and extend it out, but find that little lean in towards your knees when you do these. Keep your elbows nice and soft. 6 more breaths. Breathe it in, breathe it out. 5, lift the chest when you come in. 4, 3, 2, last one. And cross at those ankles. Sit up nice and tall. Bring those hands to rest gently on the knees there, palms facing up. Find those hip circles, just like we started our practice with. A couple times in one way. And find them a couple times in that opposite direction. Sit up nice and tall, breathe in, palms down, shoulders roll up to the ears, breathe out, let them come back and relax down one more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pull back, let it go. One more round of those Russian twists, bend into those legs, let the heels be on the mat, arms out strong and straight, eye level. Twist to the right first this time. Come back through center, and then over to your left. Lean back with the heart. Keep going, keep going. We've got a few more breaths. Strong and straight. Lift that heart, nice flat back. Straight with those arms. Nice, come back through center. Now this one's just a little bit different. We're gonna come down onto our forearms this time. You can stay up on those hands if you like that better. Or lower down onto your forearms, elbows under shoulders. So this time our chest won't lean in any, okay? If we're down on the forearms, pull the knees into the chest and extend them out to that hover. Pull them into the chest, neck nice and long, extend them out. And in, and out. If it's not good for your neck to be like this, you can always lay all the way down on the mat. Breathe with it. We got 6 more. Bring them in. Let them go for 5, for 4. So if you're up with that bent arm position, lean in for 3. Last 2, whichever way you choose. Last 1, cross at the ankles. Bring those hands down to your knees. Let the palms face down. Gently start to roll out the shoulders, one side at a time, just alternating there. Pulling it back, letting it come down. Nice, and let's reverse that. Take it forward. Making our brains work here as well. All right, hands to the mat, downward facing dog, step those feet back. Now when you're in downward dog for this one, keep the hands nice and wide. And separate the feet wide also. So shorten your dog, step your feet in about a footprint or 2, and widen your stride just a little bit. Now keep pressing the chest back towards your thighs, drop the head. Reach your right hand over to the outside of that shin or ankle. Draw your gaze, your chest, everything over to that left side. Take a breath here. And release that right hand. Let's do the same on the other side. Bring the left hand over. Pull everything over to that right side. and release. Traditional downward facing dog. Hands are about shoulder distance. Walk the feet back. Send the hips up to the sky. Now on your inhale, start to come forward into your high plank. Shoulders over the wrist. Drop down to your elbows as you exhale. We come into forearm plank. High with our hips as we do these dips. Make sure your feet are separated about hip distance. Lift your hips high through center. Now drop them over to one side. Doesn't matter what side, keep both forearms down. As you come back through center, hips a little higher, so we're not in line with the ankles and shoulders. Drop it down, come back through center, nice and high, and drop it down. So when we go high through center, we're getting that little more of a range of motion there, a little more intensity, and recruitment in those muscles. Side to side. To the right and to the left, and we've got two more each way. Come to the right, back through center, nice and high to the left. One more time each way to the right. And last one, we did it through center. Woo! To the left. Place your hands where those elbows were, high plank. Downward facing dog, rise up. Hips to the sky. On an inhale, right leg floats up, 3 legs. Exhale, come forward, step it through in between the hands. Let's take high lunge, crescent lunge. Lift the arms up to the sky. Inner thighs are nice and active here. Take a big breath and lift up through the right and left side. Breathe out, open up to that right side, arms nice and long. Now stay here in this twist, lower to your left knee if you need to. Take water wheel. Right hand starts to walk down that back left thigh, and left arm takes the lift overhead. So maybe we're down on that left knee, but lift up high with your right fingers, or left fingers, excuse me. We start to cartwheel the hands down, close twist. Left hand takes the lowering, right arm takes the rise, open up. Begin to spin onto that outside of your left foot, a Vishnu's couch. We start to walk that right foot down, about halfway down the mat. Send the hips to the mat, reach the right arm to the back of the room. Start to rise up, twist it forward, reach. We're gonna do that one more time. Make sure the right toes are turned out. Long edge of your mat, send the hips down. And then rise back up. Start to toe heel, walk that right foot back to the top of the mat. Start to straighten into right leg as you bring both hands to the inside. Pivot and turn to Skandasana in that back left foot. Deep bend in the left leg. Right leg is straight. You can lift those hands, bring them to your heart. You can add a little twist to your left fingers, walking to that back edge of the mat. Sending right arm up. Take another breath. Flex into the right foot or keep it flat. Now you can use the hands to help you walk you back forward, or just pop up, use the strength of your legs. Pivot back to the top of the mat and drop your back foot for warrior 2. Rise the upper body up. Take an inhale here, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale, side angle. Now you have the option here in this side angle to work into bird of paradise or stay with your bind here. We'll all meet in a forward fold eventually. If you want to work into your bird of paradise, you have a strong bind. Look down at right foot. Start to pour all the weight into the right foot. Walk your left leg up. Now we begin to remember to roll that shoulder back. This time it'll be on that right side. Start to walk the right foot up the inner thigh. Lift, lift, lift. Lift the chest, maybe eventually extending that right leg. Now if we come into that bird of paradise, it's slow and steady. We come right back out of it. If you're in warrior 2 in that bind, release and step forward, and that's where we meet in that forward fold. Let it go. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Block is out in front of your right foot. Right hand goes to it. Start to peel the heart open. Lift the left leg up behind you. Stacking shoulders and stacking hips. Strengthen that left glute. Left leg doesn't need to be lifted high, but flex into that foot. Drive it to the back wall. Peel the heart open. Take another inhale here. Exhale for revolved half moon. Hips start to square off. Left toes dial down. The block moves over to that left side a little bit for the left hand, and we begin to peel the heart open to the right side. Keep strong in the belly. Keep pressing through that left foot. Take another inhale. Exhale, release both hands to frame right foot. Left toes go all the way to the back of the mat. On an inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhaling breath. Walk the hands back. Find your standing split. Option to work into handstands here if you wish. or you can simply fold in your standing split. Maybe rocking to the ball of that left foot, lifting the heel. If you want to work into your handstand, find that strong upper body. Press the chest away from the mat. Right leg is high, right glute is active. And we begin to lift. Left leg off the mat. Maybe coming up to join, maybe not. Strong in those arms, strong in those glutes. Play with that standing split. Play with the hold. Gently releasing out of it if you took those handstands. Walk the hands back out. Keep right leg lifted. And three-legged downward dog. Right toes up to the sky. Exhale, step through. In between the hands. Closed twist. Left hand stays down. Right arm takes the rise. Side plank pose. Start to roll to the outside of your left foot. Bring your right foot all the way back. Now option to take a balance here. You'll be gripping into that right big toe. Two-piece fingers and your thumb. And send that right leg up. Be here in side plank. Maybe your left knee is on the mat. Right leg extended to the back. Gently we all come out of it. Meeting in that high plank. And downward facing dog, hips up to the sky. Woo. Let's take it down to our knees. Find a rock pose. And tuck your toes. Send the hips back to the heels. Sit up nice and tall. That was a tough little sequence there. Breathe here. Come back to the breath. Always be up for a challenge. No matter what it is. When we face these challenges on our yoga mat, it always helps us to better face those challenges that are definitely going to happen off of our yoga mat. We all face them. We all face very similar challenges at different times. Being mentally prepared, having patience, having strength, that grit, that drive, when fear isn't always speaking so loud to us, but it's more confidence and trust in ourselves. So be here with the breath. We have another side to do. Take a couple more rounds. Fill the heart, fill the lungs. Let it go. Blink the eyes open if they're closed. Walk the hands forward. Downward facing dog, hips up to the sky. Take an inhale, come forward into your plank. And with your exhale, start to dip your right hip over to the right side. So you can come down onto those forearms again like we did them before, or you can do this round up from your hands. We still come high through center. Find that big range of motion. Dip side to side. One more to the left. And downward facing dog, send the hips up nice and high. On an inhale, three-legged left toes float up. Exhale, step through crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Plant the left foot, rise the arms. Breathe in here. Stay for the breath out, lengthen right and left side. Engage that back right leg. Now let's open up for that straight arm twist. Right fingers forward, left fingers back. Option to drop to that right knee for water wheel. Left hand walks back down the back of the leg. Bringing ourselves back through center. Start to cartwheel those hands down. Runner's lunge with a closed twist. Right hand stays planted, left arm takes the lift. We settle into Vishnu's couch here, rolling to the outside of the right foot and walking that left foot just a little bit down the mat. Dip the hips, send the left arm back. Now rise up, reach forward, pivot to the ball of right foot, and let's take that one more time. Feel that stretch in the hips. And then rising back up. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Start to walk the hands to the right leg as we sink in, bend in, left foot flexes. Hold here, maybe hands at heart. Bring the right hand down, hug the shoulder to the knee, add that twist. Use the hands to help you, or just use those legs. Start to rebend into left leg, pivot, and let's rise back up. Warrior two pose, plank the back foot. Bring everything up tall. Take an inhale here, sink low. With the legs, exhale, rise up through the upper body, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale for side angle. Option for that bind here. Option to work into bird of paradise. When you are ready, make your way to the top of the mat in that forward fold. So bird of paradise, right foot steps up. We start to draw the left toes up that right leg. Rising up to stand, puff the chest, puff the chest. And if you fall out, you can always try again. Extend that leg when you get there, nice and tall. We rise, gently coming back out. Forward fold. Let's all meet there. Woo. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand in front of left foot, right leg rises. Peel the heart open, peel the hips open, stack it. Flex into that right foot, tighten the right glute. On your next inhale, revolve right hand down. Slide the block over if you need to, dial right toes down, revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, left arm up. Feel the strength in the legs, strength in the belly. And gently release both hands. Right foot goes all the way to the back of the mat. Three-legged dog, inhale, left leg up. Walk the hands back, standing split. Option to stay here. Rock to the ball of right foot. Maybe play with those handstands. Send your left leg up, tighten into that glute. Find that lift. Make sure the shoulders are over the wrist. Use those fingertips. That's your strength. So that's your leverage there. Find that float coming down nice and slow if you lift that leg. So really taking that time to come down. Woo! Three-legged dog. On an inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through in between the hands. Close twist. Right hand down, left arm high. Side plank, Vasisthasana. Bring it back. Maybe take that grip on your left foot, two-piece fingers and your thumb. Settle in here. Rise that leg up. You can always do this grip with your right knee on the mat. Take a breath. Gently coming out of it. Lower down to your knees. Rock pose, sit it up. Or take a child's pose. Hips to heels and lowering that upper body down, forehead to the mat. We take about 10 breaths here. Let that heart rate start to come down. We'll slow it down, start to cool it down here together. Thanks for showing up for yourself today. Thanks for showing up to join me for this practice. It's always a lot of fun to just share some creativity, to share some tips with all of you. Share what I love. Never forget that this is always about you. Everything that you do, no matter what your goals are on your yoga mat or in any of your active lifestyle and endeavors, it comes down to what works for your heart, what serves you, what makes you feel your best and your most happiest and most fulfilled. Tabletop pose. We'll start to stretch it out. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Let's inhale, lift the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread that arm underneath. Lower the right temple. Really stretch those right fingers out. Now walk your left arm all the way forward to the top of the mat. Settle in here. Take 2 more breaths. Gently begin to walk that left hand back in. On an inhale, press in, rise the right arm up. And exhale, lower that right hand down to meet the left. Left arm takes the lift, inhale. Thread it underneath, exhale. Reach, reach, reach. Press into the back of that left hand, lower left temple nice and gentle. And then right arm can walk forward. Take 2 more breaths here. Gently start to walk that right hand in, press in, inhale, left arm lifts, and exhale, lower that left hand down. Have a block with you at the top of the mat for lizard pose, maybe 2, lizard and dragon. So let's step that left foot up to the outside of the block, outside of our hands. Keep the right knee down on the mat. Begin to slide that right knee back a little bit so it's far behind your hip. Now you can stay right here, lizard pose. We want to hug that shoulder into the knee, the inner thigh. You can come down onto your block, onto those elbows. Hang out right here. If you don't need the block, just lower down with your elbows to the earth. If you want to take it into dragon, you're going to turn your left toes out and then let that knee follow. And you can bring your left hand to that left knee to gently open up the hip even more. And take what you need here. You take it into dragon, walking that left knee out, letting the left knee follow. You can keep your right hand on a block, start to peel the heart open, reach for that right foot, maybe hold on to it. So we always want to make sure the knee is in line with the toes. So that's why we turn it out before we allow it to fall. Stay in lizard, or travel somewhere else, but we have about 4 more breaths wherever we are. If you have a hold of the right foot, gently release it. We settle into half split, so peel that left foot back in, and let's start to send the hips back. And this is where a block can be good as well. If you want to lower down there to the inside, outside of that left leg, but we keep a nice flat back here. Shoulders pulled back, chest and heart shining forward. So we're not excessively rounding there in the upper back. Last 2 breaths in our split. We'll gently start to rise up if we lower down, rebend, and let's trade those legs out. Right foot's gonna step up. Lizard. Slide the left knee back, make sure you're on the top of that left foot. Find the connection here on the right side. And then maybe take it into dragon if that's what you need here. Notice that one side could be different, needs something a little different than the other. So allow that to happen. Always move with mindfulness. Wherever you are, take about 3 more breaths. Gently releasing out of it, finding that split on this side. Soften, settle in. Just like our other splits we've done today, standing splits, pyramid. For the fold, you don't have to have that right leg completely straight, so have as much of a bend as you need. Shine the heart out in front of you. Keep the chest lifted. Last 2 breaths here. Gently start to rebend. I'll turn sideways in a seated position. You can face towards the front, towards wherever you feel comfortable. Cross at those ankles. And let's take those arms up and behind the head. Let the elbows separate nice and wide. Take a gentle side body lean over to that right side. And come back through center. Take that gentle lean over to the left side. And come back to center. Release the left hand over to that right knee. Release the right hand behind you. Find a spinal twist. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe drop that right ear over to your right shoulder. Let the chin drift over to that right shoulder. Lift the arms up through center. Unwind, bring the hands behind the head. Start to lower that right hand over to the left knee. Start to twist to the left and drop your left hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Left ear, left shoulder, maybe that left chin drops over to it as well. Keep lifting, keep lengthening. Inhale. Twist into that space, exhale. Last one. Come back through center, arms go wide, capital T, breathe in. Breathe out, bring those arms into eagle wrap. Either arm underneath, you can reach for opposite elbows. Bow forward here, give yourself a hug. Maybe you keep the backs of the hands or the front of the palms together and gently start to surrender forward. Tuck the chin. Feel the stretch in the upper back, the back of the neck. Let's unwind, arms go long, other side. Take the hug, take the wrap, gently release. Unwind, arms up, nice and wide, big Y shape. And bring the hands to your heart, one on top of the other. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Come back to this practice anytime you need it. From my heart to all of yours, namaste. Thanks, yogis.